assuming you get your fight coming up soon, you want to fight for the titles next, and would you want?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Say it again.
I said, yeah, that's the goal. What you say? What I want to
And,
what?
and would you want to defend them, or would you just want to move up to 160?
You know what, man? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I want to take it one step at a time. I want to get this first fight out the way first, and
Mm-hmm.
then we're
And
gonna see what's next.
they want to remain anonymous, but someone from 154 pounds just texted me and was like, I need him to name his top five at 154. Obviously, Charlo be at number one. Fill him in.
Um, I don't got. I like. Okay, so I'm not gonna name two, three, four, and five, but
Sure.
uh, Charlo, Hurd, me, Lara, um, nobody else is really. Oh, and Harrison, because nobody else is
Harris.
really proven.
Got
You
you.
know what I mean? Nobody else
Gotcha.
is really proven.
Mhm. And you've done some
Yeah.
great things outside the ring as well in terms of ownership and buying property.
Mhm. Mhm.
Take your time and talk about that, like how you've uh, been successful with your finances outside the ring.
Man, I just 2015, man. I just started like just building, just like buying properties and stuff. You know what I mean? Every time I get a fight, I would just buy a house, buy
Mhm.
two sometime. You know what I mean? Uh, I think too many times when we young, man. You know what I mean? You got guys making millions of dollars at 21, 22 years old. We don't really got no financial literacy. You know what I mean? And it's not really nobody's fault. You know what I mean? Coming from especially coming from the
I
inner
mean,
cities where we come, especially coming from the inner cities where we come from. You know what I mean? Public school, they don't teach us about shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
So when I start making some really good money, you know what I mean? I just said to myself, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I don't want to mess it up. So I would save it up. I would
Mhm.
literally save everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was like, I probably had like almost like $350,000 in the bank, and I was living in a one bedroom apartment, and I was
Mhm.
driving a car that I owned. Like it was like a 2005 Cadillac or something like that. I owned it free and clear, and I was like literally in this one bedroom apartment. Like, damn, I was about to have my daughter. It's like the end of 2014, and I had my daughter was born April of 15. I said I'm gonna buy a house, so I cashed out on the crib, and then after that, I fought again, like in June. I had my baby in April. I fought in April. I fought April 1st on Stevenson undercard in Canada. Then I had my baby April 9th. No, I fought April 5th. April 4th. I flew back on my birthday, April 5th. I had my daughter April 9th. And then I fought again in June. And I bought another rental property. So I had like two.
Mhm.
I bought like two properties in the span of like 6 months. And I
Beautiful.
just and I just kept going from there. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a way for me to like set up some financial stability for myself and my kids in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was beautiful for your fight going into Rosario that you developing and working with the contractor and stuff
Yeah,
like that. I thought
yeah,
that showed like a real tangible uh visual to the public and
uh huh,
in a way that fighters can go because y'all get y'all money in lump sums. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Where you
man.
really make a move.
You said what?
I said y'all get y'all money in a lump sum where you can really make a move. Whereas a guy like me,
Yeah,
I got to save for 6 months. You get
yeah,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep, I like to like one of my homies is like getting into it now, and he just got his first crib the other day, and he
Beautiful.
was saying like, man, he was saying I think I'm gonna flip it. I'm like, bro, you already make lump sums of money. So what is
Hmm.
it to you to make 30 grand off a flip? I'm like, you're not trying to. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to create residual income. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm like, it's backwards. You know what I mean? It's like for myself, I'm like you said, I make lump sums of money. So I don't want to make 30 grand. I don't want to take 4 or 5 months to make 30 grand once. You know what I'm saying? I want to have residual income, have money coming in every month. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because at the end of the day, man, the more money you make, the more money they take. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
another way you get a lot of tax benefits when you
Yeah.
purchase real estate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's another way. That's a way I use to get a lot of
Right.
tax deductions. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just gotta know what you're doing. That's all. And it's not for everybody. Everybody can't do this. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But it's just the way I like to do. I enjoy it. So
Yeah, they got them COVID. Hey, you buying homes. I'll bring you in a second, caller. They got those COVID homes now.
I ain't
Have you
even
seen?
heard of those.
Man,
Nah.
if I told you how much money they giving away per client, and all they
What?
and all they doing is like, say, like when a homeless person gets COVID, they have to place
Uh-huh.
them somewhere. Man, if I told
Right.
man, I'll tell you what, each patient gets an undercard check per
Oh
patient.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's insane. It's insane. It's
You
insane.
better
Call it.
I'm about to look that up
Yeah. And you can do it because you own homes. See, I own a bunch
for
of
sure.
apartments, so it's a little bit different for me. Yeah.
Right.
910. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Fred?
Hey, what's up? How you feel?
Man, I'm good, man. There was no rush, man. I was actually enjoying that, man,
Oh,
because I
okay.
was over here playing Madden, man. My Cowboys so sorry, man. We lose on the damn game.
Uh-huh.
But JROCK, what's going on, brother?
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling awesome, man. I just want to say first and foremost, man, just hearing that last conversation about just the real estate thing, man, and just like I just think that's extra dope, especially when it comes to the fight game, man,
Yeah.
because there's so many older fighters that you see, man, and it's sad almost.
Yeah, it is. It is. I grew up
Like,
with
you know
one.
what I mean? It's really sad almost, man. Like
Yeah.
they can't speak, and it just seems like they just went to war for nothing. They have
Yeah.
nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's extra dope, man. I think that I don't know, man. Maybe when fighters are like signing with these promotions and stuff like that, maybe like you know how the NFL has those rookie symposiums about like, hey
Yep.
man,
Yep.
don't be in this city buying pussy this late.
Right, right,
You
right,
know what
right,
I mean?
for
Like
sure.
and maybe that's something that you know what I'm saying these like PBC stuff links stuff like that can start having. The question I wanted to have for you, brother, I know earlier we were just talking about just promotion. We know that Terrence Crawford is going through his thing with Bob Arum.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, man. So, what percentage do you think that a fighter should promote themselves, or should they just be like, "Hey, man, I'm here to fight. I'm going to training camp. Man, it's up to you to, you know what I mean, do the rest, make me popular. Like I
I
make
think
myself
I think
popular,
I
train you."
think every I think everybody is different. You got some people that's like good at promoting themselves. Look at that kid Ryan Garcia. That kid gonna be a promoter
Yeah,
one day. Party promoter, a boxing promoter, some kind of promoter. That kid gonna be, you know what I mean? He promotes himself better than he fight. If you ask me, he's a good fighter. So that says a lot. So I think it depends. Then you got a guy like Terrence Crawford who maybe needs some promotion. You know what I mean? Maybe a guy like myself. You know what I mean? I'm not about to get out and do some of the things these other kids do for attention. You know what I mean? So I think
but Rocky,
you said what?
excuse me, brother. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. But you a dog, man.
Yeah,
Even in the fights that you lost, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't say that, man, hey, before then, this man was getting dominated. That's why I asked the question is, like, uh, someone like you that goes in and, like, fight in, fight out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, the fights are never boring. They always
right,
entertaining.
for
And you know you
sure.
got somebody that's regardless of who they in there with, man, like, they giving 1,000%. Because
Right.
you just said, man, Ryan Garcia was just on on Kevin Hart show.
Yeah, man, that kid, man, listen,
I was like, damn.
that's huge. That's for him even be in the same room as Kevin Hart. He ain't never even smelled the world title yet. That's big. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you gotta get that kid credit. Him and his team get a lot of credit, bro, because that kid is popular. They had him listed as like the most what is it? The most marketable fighter in boxing,
Mm.
or one of the
That's
most marketable
insane.
marketable sports like athletes in the world. You know what I mean? So that's big for him. But some kids that who might be better fighter than him, maybe be better boxer than him, is not half his own. Look at a kid like Joseph Diaz, who's a way better fighter, if you ask me, but he's not half his known.
Mm-hmm.
And they with the same promoter, and they're both Mexican, and one is Olympian and the world champion, and the other one is just popular as of right now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not the shit on nobody. I'm just speaking the facts. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's
I'm a fan of Joseph Diaz. He's a good fighter, but he's not nowhere
so.
near as popular as what I see it. You said what?
How do we fix that? Like, how do we fix that? Is it more like a
Well,
guy like
I think
yourself,
it's more. I think it's more on the promoter.
Yeah.
I think it's on the promoter. Promoters gotta promote. Fighters fight. Fighters should have to fight and promote themselves. What we paying the promoter for then? I mean, what the promoters getting paid for then? What they gonna do? You know what I mean?
Because I mean, like, you know, like we got guys like ourselves, man, that come in here nightly, man. Like, man, we watch the fights, and I'm not gonna lie to you, right? When you stepped in there with Swift, I'm like, with Jared Swift, I'm like, hey, this will be a good fight, man. But
Yeah.
you know, Jared Swift gonna figure out a way to get it done, and then later on down the line, Charlie gonna follow that. But man, once he kicked that one ass in his own city, it was like, oh, that's it. Every time this guy fight, man, like win, lose, or draw, man, I'm here.
Right. Right.
So it's like, man, and again, like you said, man, again, thank you for coming on here because obviously you don't like doing a lot of these interviews. So like, does the promoter need to like mandate it? Like, hey, right, today, man, I got you an interview with
This nigga voice just changed.
I can't hear you. You say that again, bro?
I apologize, man. But do promoters need to to do more work? Like, hey, man, hey, Rock, I got you an interview with Shannon Sharp today, like, or at this date, or hey, Rock, I need you to be on First Take with Stephen A.
They don't. They don't. Well, not. You know what? Nah, I'll take that back. When I got a fight coming up, I got to do a lot of media stuff. You know what I mean? It's a lot of media obligations. But in downtime and like right now, it ain't no media obligation. I get requested for a lot of interviews, but I'm not a person that like to be doing interviews, and you know what I mean. I don't really care for that aspect of the sport because I understand like a lot of these media personnel people they do interviews and twist your words up and they take shots. They'll do an interview with you just to take a shot. You know what I mean? And they promote. They put out things that's not true. So I try to stay away from doing too much interviews. You know what I mean? It's a few guys that I'm cool with, but other than that, man, you know what I mean. You don't see me in the media like that because I choose not to be. You know what I mean?
Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
Thank you, man. I was just about to say I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All the time. So what you listening to, JROCK? I see your earbuds. Who you bumping right now?
I'm listening to a little bit of Rod Wave, man.
Who?
Rod Wave.
Who's that? Rod Wave?
From Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about D Smoke? You like D Smoke?
But I don't listen to him. He's super talented. Yeah. I watched that show on Netflix. That's how I know who he is.
Yeah, that was a great show. And T.I. said, "You won." Yeah. He from my hood, so we rep.
Yeah,
so we rep him real hard. Yeah, we rep him real hard. What How did you got 5 minutes? 5 minutes left?
Yeah,
I know you.
Got you. Yeah.
I know we've been over. Because that Bob Arum, Terrence Crawford episode, who do you blame? Do you blame Crawford for re-signing with Bob Arum, knowing his history? Or do you look at Bob Arum and say, man, you're wrong for that? How do you navigate
that? I'm not privileged to all the information. So it's hard for me to form an opinion. And more importantly, man, that ain't my business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay out of that. I try not to form an opinion because we don't know what's going on. Now, just judging from what's out there in the media, Bob Arum saying losing a lot of money by promoting him. Terrence Crawford not getting the fights that he won anyway. So it seems like an amicable split. Just split up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And no love, should be lost. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be. But again, I'm not privileged to none of the information. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to if I'm only getting 20% of a story, how am I forming an educated opinion?
Sure.
That becomes gossip then. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So I'm out my business, man. If you don't
Yeah,
pick that
I
up,
know. I
you know
know.
what I'm saying? So
I definitely get that from you.
yeah.
Hey, so we always ask a guest, do they have a joke? Do you have a joke? You
Me?
want to tell? Yeah. We always ask a joke, like the guest to tell
Nah,
a joke. You know this?
nah, I'm listening. I listen to a few, but I don't got none.
Oh, okay. What's the weirdest thought you've ever had in the ring? Can you recall, like, what the fuck am I thinking this right now? Or
That's weird. Nah, I don't really. I don't have no weird thoughts, man. Like while I'm fighting.
uh-huh.
I remember a few motherfuckers was stinking before. Like, damn, this dude stink, man. Did he do this on purpose?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. Do you think they do it on purpose?
Probably, cause yeah, it would throw you off a second. Like, damn, I don't even want to touch you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
What 144 pounders think would do well at 154?
none of them. That's why they don't come up. That's why they don't come up.
Oh man, you don't think none of them? You think guy like Earl Spencer's a
Everybody,
big 7? How about Sean Porter, Keith Thurman? You don't think none of them will do well?
no. But if it was so easy, they'd come up and get more world titles. You think they wanna eat a little bit more?
Wow.
They're like, no. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Earl gonna come up. He got the best shot. He got the best shot
Mm-hmm.
because he oversized 47. He just slightly undersized 54.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But everybody else, they too small.
Gotcha, got you, man. And I appreciate you taking the time with us tonight, man.
Yeah,
Thank
it's my
you.
first time. It's my first time coming on this show.
Yeah, I
It's weird,
appreciate.
man. It's weird, but you got as long as I got it in. That's all.
Yeah, and tell Sugar Hill he got to come in the barbershop, man.
I'm
We
gonna let you know.
got some wolves in here waiting on
Oh
him.
my god. Oh my god.
I would
I can only
love to have
imagine.
Sugar Hill in here. I would
I
love to
can
get
only
Sugar
imagine.
Hill in here, man. That would
Right.
be
Right.
a fun show. That would be a fun show.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
already previewed to it, you know what I mean? Because I saw him and Tyson Fury making a joke when they were training a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, they made a joke about it. They were doing something in Fury's gym or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay, that's crazy.
and man, for real, man, because it was easy to set this interview up because I think Patty called you on Tuesday and you said cool Thursday. So I just
Yeah, for sure.
I genuinely appreciate you like respecting me enough to come on the first try. Thank you, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Let me know, man. We'll link up and do it again.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to come on before your next fight, I'll hit you up, man. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, just hit me up.
And safe travels, man. And can't wait to have you back, man. I can't wait to drive you. I can't see. Dude, here's the catch. Here's what I want to tell you, nigga, because I was like, you know what the reason is? Bread Man drove. I was thinking that shit. I be thinking some weird shit. I was like, if Bread Man would have let me drive and we were in Philly, you would have fucking won, nigga.
I would have won. Yeah, right.
Put Bread Man in the back with Lawyer Rod. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you, dog.
You already know, man. You be safe, man. Stay safe.
Feel better, man.
All right.
What, man? What? Yeah, that was fun. That was a blast, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, y'all asking the question that was already answered. Tone TB, man. Thanks for coming through to the barbershop, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all hanging in with me, too. And I'll say this. It's hard to ask the super chats when he's in a full-blown conversation and then the fucking shit is coming right on top of each other. You know what I mean? I'll get better at it. I promise you I'll get better at it. But I don't duck shit, and I'm not protecting nobody that come in the barbershop, man. I will protect them in terms of respect, but in terms